Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. This is a beautiful Sunday here in Bucolic. We're on our way back. We're gonna stop at the mall, get some Krispy Kreme donuts, and head to the bus station. We enjoyed a couple of nights here. I really like Bucolic. The weather's been very nice. You know, it's hot right now. I know a lot of my viewers up in Luzon, it's raining up there, but here, sun is out, as you can see. It's beautiful weather. I mean, you can't ask for anything better, but she wanted an iPhone 17 Pro Max, a new iPhone 17 Pro Max. And what this video is about is the insane requests and insane demands placed on us when we come over here and deal with women on the dating site. And before you get started and say, oh, Cal, you think you're an expert on the Philippines and Filipinos and dating, I'm not. But I will say this, I do have a lot in common with the people here, certainly with the women that we interact with on the dating scenes, economically, mentally, there's a whole 9 yards. So when stuff like this comes up, I can immediately relate, certainly to the mindset. But I always tell you all the time, and you're not gonna listen. I say, you know, don't send a whole lot of money over here prior to you coming to the Philippines. You know, when you're chatting, you're gonna get asked for money. I say don't send it. You know, if you're gonna send it, limit the amount of money you're gonna send. Okay, and the big reason for that is you wanna make sure that she's who she says she is, number one. But number two, you want to know what you're dealing with over here. You want to know what you're working with. That's what I should say. Because you really don't know. A lot of guys who come from the West, they have no idea what's waiting when they get over here. And one of the things that women will ask you for is a new phone to chat with you better. And here lately it's been the new iPhone, because they think you can just go and buy an iPhone like it's nothing. They don't realize that most of us that come over here, hell, we're working our fingers to the bone just to make it in our country, but they really don't mean any harm. They don't really know what to ask you for, and a lot of them won't ask you for anything, but they've been told to ask you. And so they'll throw out that iPhone 17 Pro Max. And then when you get over here, because listen, some of you guys buy them. I saw it with my own eyes. There's a guy watching this right now who bought his girlfriend an iPhone 16. It was an iPhone 16, brand new, because we follow each other on Facebook. But then when you get over here, after you've sent it, or you've sent the big pile of money over here, you see that the woman may be living in basically a plywood box with a metal roof, and you're thinking, lady, that $1,500 or $2,000 could have been better spent, you know, helping you rebuild your house or whatever. Because I've got a story of my own I'm going to tell you. Or she may have borrowed her neighbor's dentures to meet you at the airport, and you could say, well, we could have spent that money on a new set of dentures for you. Or the flip-flops are leaning to the side. Or all her possessions is in one bag. This is all she has. And you're thinking, well, I could have used that money to purchase you some more clothes. The point is, when you grow up the way I grew up in America, let me keep it up on me, your priorities are messed up. See, my mother's priorities wasn't messed up, but mine was. And so what you want to do is you want to come over here and kind of help her get her priorities in order. That iPhone and all that stuff can come later. Let's start from the foundation and build up. You're starting from the roof. You're trying to build a house from the roof down. It's not going to work, guys. But I want to tell you a story. I met a woman. I was dating a woman from Ormuk, down in Lady, very attractive woman. I believe she was 34 years old. She had a 10-year-old daughter. And one thing I always do, 100% of the time, I've never failed to do it, is before I go to meet the family, we'll stop at the grocery store and we'll buy food, chicken, pork, whatever it is, all the fixings, and we'll cook dinner there. You know, everybody can sit around and talk and they can drink and get to know each other. Well, I did that. And she lived in like the outskirts of Ormuk, in like the province, I mean the real province. And you know, when I got there, I'm in the front room and then there's the kitchen. Well, when I went into the kitchen, I could not believe it. The kitchen, it looked like they had a fly farm. I mean, it was more flies than you could possibly ever see. There was no, swatting flies away. They were basically living with flies. And what I come to find out was, it's because they didn't have any running water in their house at all. And I mean, it was the strangest thing I'd ever seen before in my life, and haven't seen it since. Okay, I mean, it was bad. Okay, so after we get finished eating, because this is after, because they were bringing me the stuff in there, this is when I was taking my plate into the kitchen to put it in the sink that I see this, and I was shocked, man. Well, anyway, needless to say, I never ate there again. I'm not putting them down, but I'm just telling you that needless to say, I never ate there again. So we come back to the Airbnb, and, she says, hey, can you buy my daughter a phone? And I'm thinking, okay, sure. She's 10 years old. I'll buy her, because they sell these used cell phones here. A lot of times they'll sell these used cell phones. I spend, 1,500, 2,000 pesos on a phone. This is what I got in my mind. But when we get to the cell phone place, she picks out, now this is in 2019. No, this is before I met Merlin. This would be 2017, long before the pandemic or anything. 10,000 pesos. And this is what we fell out over. This is the reason why we're not together right now. Because I'm saying, all that I know now, ma'am, you don't even have running water at your house. You've got a fly farm in your house. Wouldn't the money be better spent trying to fix that situation than to buy your 10-year-old daughter a 10,000 peso phone? And she never could see it. So that's what we split up over. And so I'm telling you today, before you buy those iPhone 17s, because the most insane requests and the most insane demands are going to be placed on you. Your money, your time, and everything over here. All you got to do is just stop. Okay? What's going to help you is if you've already come over here and you see what you're working with. You see the situation. You can better react. But if you're 8,000 miles away and you're buying phones and you're buying motorcycles and you're buying trucks. Remember the story I told you about the guy? He bought a woman a 2 million peso truck over here. She didn't even have a place to stay. She's riding around in the truck with the phone showing him, FaceTiming him, running over potholes and everything in the province. She don't even have a place to stay. Look at me, Daddy, I can drive. No license, no nothing. This is kind of stupid stuff we do. And that's why I make videos like this, to try to help us to get an understanding of what's going on over here. We're sending money blindly. Because to you, all you got is that Western thinking. That's all you got. That's all you're working with. You know nothing about the Philippines. You know nothing about the woman's background that you're dealing with. You just think, it sounds like a good idea. Even if you don't buy her an iPhone Pro Max. Get your feet on the ground over here. And say, hey, couldn't this money be better spent buying you more clothes? Buying you some flip-flops? Let's go to the dentist or whatever it may be, ladies and gentlemen. This is the point of the video. they're going to ask you for crazy stuff like that. A lot of times, they don't mean any harm. They don't know what to ask you for. But they know to ask you because somebody tells them, hey, ask them. So they're going to test you. They're going to try you. And a lot of you guys fall for it hook, line, and sinker. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find it in your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Don't buy that iPhone 17 Pro Max. Put electricity in your girlfriend's house first. You can do that for that amount of money. I promise you, you can. I had my guest house, the whole thing wired by a Class A electrician, 10,000 pesos. Give her some inside plumbing. You can do that for that $1,500 you're going to spend on that iPhone 17 Pro Max. Hell, you can build her a new house. This is what we did up in the province. My son's family, after Hurricane Odette, we were going to build all 4 houses, but the haters start hating. So, oh, he's taking advantage. All I did was ask my members only to help me with rebuilding their houses up there. We rebuilt 2 houses, 50,000 pesos each. Right now, that would be what, about $850. I'm talking about houses. Go on my channel and look back in my library. You'll see it. You could do better things with your money than an iPhone Pro Max. It's just something about iPhones. I mean, Simon Sinek has a video called The Why, and he talks about, why do we buy cell phones from a computer company? Apple's a computer company, by the way. But, it's a status thing all around the world, Apple is. And they would rather have that. That would be their base. It's almost like building a house from the roof down.
Boots on the ground, don't do nothing stupid. Give that man his flowers, a tribute through music. If I don't know nothing, I know one thing. When we help others,